You know, we can work on smoothing out and perfecting so many techniques just by thinking about the rhythm of the technique in different ways. Let me show you what I mean. In this lesson, we're mainly going to work on smoothing out our rasgueado technique, but think about the picado technique just for a second. So picado is typically index and middle rest strokes. Okay, so that's 2 fingers, right? 1, 2, 1, 2. But if we play them in groups of 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, we end up rotating the accent from one finger to the next every single time that we count to 3. So when we say the number 1, we'll 1, 2, 3, then 1 right there. Without having to think too deeply about it, just by resetting to the number 1, our brain and our fingers tend to give that 1 a little bit of a push, more of an accent because it's the beginning of the group. So that is our intention here. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We can use that same idea to work on tremolo. Let's do classical tremolo on 1 string. Thumb, ring, middle, index. That's a group of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. In the previous example, we had a group of 2, which is an even number, and we counted to 3, an odd number. This time we also have an even number, but it's 4, so let's also count to 3 like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You notice what happened there? My thumb was the accent the first time, then the index the next time after that, it was the middle finger, and then it was the ring, like this. Thumb, index, middle, ring. Every time we say the number 1, we're trying to hit it a little bit harder. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now let's try this with rasgueado, and we're going to end up ultimately playing the triplet rasgueado. That thing, because that's one of the rasgueado techniques that we can most easily get lopsided on. So let's take the 4-stroke rasgueado where we have pinky down, ring finger down, middle finger down, index down. It's a group of 4, but we're going to count to 3. I'm holding an F major 7 chord. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The accent there was pinky, index, middle, ring. A great way to help even things out. And on that 4-stroke rasgueado, we hear this a lot. That galloping thing, usually we're trying to avoid that. So to get them even, this is the great way and like the ultimate way to practice getting those smooth. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Really try to hit it harder on the number 1. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. If you tap your foot, that would be great too. It just kind of helps us keep track of where that number 1 is. So I'm going tap, 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 tap. If you like the way I teach, you can get all kinds of tutorials, courses, and tabs in my monthly membership. I teach music theory, improvisation, Spanish guitar pieces from the ground up. Check it out at theversatileguitarist.com/membership. Now let's apply it to a rasgueado that is a group of 3, this thing. Now a lot of times with that, the accent is on the upstroke of the thumb. That's the first in the group of 3. That's not an accident, right? Exactly like I've been saying. 1, 2, 3, 4. But because we're so likely to get that rasgueado lopsided, we're going to count to 4 and we'll start to get this sound. So it doesn't sound like a triplet anymore. A triplet would be this. That was a triplet plus 1. Da-da-da-dum. This time we're counting to 4. Let's use 16th notes to do this. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3. Here's a rhythm you might hear in an Alegrías or Soleá por Bulerías, like this. That's the rhythm I just played, but with a different technique. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9. So rhythmically, those are groups of 4, so I'm using a rasgueado that also is a group of 4, and that's normally how we would do it. I'm going ring, middle, index, up. That's a group of 4. 1 E and a 2 E and a. But let's switch over now to the triplet rasgueado and play those groups of 4 to help even out that technique. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and. Instead of going through that 12-beat sequence, which that's a whole other lesson waiting to happen, let's just play 6 beats and we'll go through the cycle of fourths in the key of G major. Great progression. A minor 7, D7 to G major 7, C major 7, F sharp minor 7 flat 5. You heard this in a million songs. B7, I'm continuing to hold the F sharp in the bass because it was there already and it's in this chord too. And then back to E minor. And as we repeat, we're going to switch it to an E7. Why? Because that's the 5 of A, which is our next chord, the one we started with. Okay, let's try this. I'm going to use this rhythm every time. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. Okay, 6 beats. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. You could hit an upstroke for the and of 6, but then we immediately have to start again, so maybe we shouldn't do that, just to give us a little breathing space. So we'll go 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. Next chord. Great way to work on so many different techniques. You can think of probably many other ways to do this for a bunch of other techniques as well. If you have an even number of strokes, play in an odd number grouping, or if you have an odd number of strokes, play in an even number grouping. It's really a great way to rotate those accents and get things smooth and cut out those little gaps that we might accidentally be making. As always, if you like the way I teach, you can like and subscribe. You can go one step further and join my membership for all kinds of nylon string goodness. And if you don't know some of these Spanish guitar and nylon string guitar techniques, check out this video and I'm going to run through how to play just about every single right hand technique.